Oh my God.
I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing?
Your nationality is American. You were born in America. You're an American.
That's fact.
I guess right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out of
That sounded wrong.
Only because I feel like you need to be exposed more.
I have to highlight that one. Oh my Lord.
And stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driving.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know.
I've learned a very important lesson. Just always keep your gerbil on a leash.
Like, fuck, do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck them.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Then this old lady walks in with like a walker, and I look at him and he goes, oh yeah, you're fucked.
You don't have to agree with it. Absolutely not. But you best defend their right to do it.
Again.
People like Pelosi are not going to get in the way because they all became multi-millionaires.
Did you ever get around to stomping on your Air Force Ones?
I don't like certain individuals. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
Teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are because they're so lazy they don't care.
They're all in on it. There was really nobody to like support us and defend us against these evil people inside.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
To have a place for everyone to go to where they can just forget about life for a little bit and have fun.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what.
Never attack or insult the other side of the debate.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
What you were calling him an idiot on was something that you just didn't agree on.
I'm really disappointed in you. I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Y'all take it easy. I love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never gonna please everyone. Not everyone's ever gonna like you.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Out of here.
Out of here. Nope, not yet. We're not out of here yet. We just got here. What's up, everybody?
What's
Aloha.
up?
Yeah.
Hey.
We got Mo, Reese, Delk.
Mo Reese Delk in the house. What's up, y'all?
Mo Reese, the legend.
I was on Mo's panel once, and I can't remember when, but it was at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And that was fun, man. I think we both got drunk on that one.
Yeah. We did. We got toe up to the flow up, my dude.
It was good, though. It was good. A lot of fun.
Look at you.
Look at all these great people in the chat we got.
The great people, man. The great people.
Jalen.
Good to see you.
John, Manoa Islander. What's up? John.
What's up, Meadow Slander?
JM Unleashed.
JM, Rome.
Yes.
Rome, everything.
I'm going to ask the chat. Golden. Everyone here know who Maurice Delk is? Because I'm pretty sure they do. But if they don't, I was going to say, you want to tell them about you and your channel? But if they already know you.
If they already know me, but I'll tell them. I ain't got no problem telling who I am.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll just do that just in case. Okay. For the replay.
Okay, for the replay. Hold on, give me a second. My name is Maurice Delk. And I just sound arrogant. I'm the rawest conservative on YouTube. I'm a cutthroat dude. I say what I want to say, and my other nickname is called the Ghetto Conservative because I am ghetto. Not ghetto, but I am ghetto, and I tell you how it is. I got a history of beating Antifa's ass, and that's it. And I am the one. I tell the truth. I give the receipts. I give the facts. And I'm about that action over here, y'all. And I'm about them facts over here. And I love people. Don't get it twisted, everybody. I may be raw and uncut. I am a cutthroat dude, but I am raw and uncut. but I still draw with loving kindness, even though I'm a cutthroat dude. And you can follow me on YouTube, of course, Maurice Delk. You can follow me on X. You can follow me on Rumble. You can follow me on True Social. You don't have to follow me on Facebook. I'm tired of Facebook. Don't even follow me over there. But I'm here.
That's awesome. We got a lot in common then, because just say how it is, and we love people. So it doesn't get no better than that.
No better than that.
Mo better.
Mo better, Reese.
So we got the beginning question before we forget.
All right.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Dave. I almost forgot. I ask everyone this, and it is, do you believe in ghosts, aliens, and or Bigfoot?
Ghosts.
You believe in ghosts? No aliens, no Bigfoot?
Well, I know a couple of big women that are Bigfoots. And aliens, I know these delusional people. I call them aliens, but I don't know what kind of alien y'all talking about. But maybe I believe in aliens. Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. It depends what kind of aliens y'all talking about.
Right. So,
but I believe in ghosts.
So as far as ghosts, then, do you believe in them because have you ever had a paranormal experience or seen a ghost? Or
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, shoot.
Most definitely. And I've seen them in houses. I stayed with my dad. I seen them come at me, and I'm like, I was so scared that I didn't want to get him to tell my dad because he wouldn't believe me. So I just stood there, just like, oh, I stood in the cover, scared as hell. Then I got to a point in my life that I wasn't scared of ghosts because I have the Holy Ghost. I have the Holy Spirit, and I learned things in my life. Like, don't be scared. Because I believe I have all power over these ghosts.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I sometimes think that they're actually demons, like aliens, that people are seeing demons.
Yeah.
Like interdimensional type stuff.
And it goes to aliens too.
Could be.
You know, it could be, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just going with my connection is with these mofos.
Yeah. And the gut feeling, right? Because I found out like in the last year that always go with your gut feeling.
Yes.
Always.
Unless it's after Taco Bell. Stay away from that gut feeling.
Taco Bell or White Castle, then you gotta.
That's what we were talking about backstage. Gut bomb. So what's new?
No, you want to hear an amazing story, dude? Amazing story. The amazing part is at the end of the story, so you gotta listen, gotta pay attention. I got a phone call like 2 hours ago, right? From one of my customers that I've been doing work for like 5 or 6 years. And I answer the phone, but it's the customer's daughter. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And then she's like, oh, well, my dad, he passed, but he put you in his will. So, we got to do all the paperwork and everything. And he left you a good chunk of change. And I was like, really? Now, the amazing part is that you believed any of that because I don't answer my phone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't answer the phone.
Okay.
I thought it was last night, man. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I thought of it last night.
Have me back. I get one beer out the freezer real quick.
You were sitting in bed. You were just sitting in bed thinking of that all day.
Dude, my brain is like it's like the hamster wheel, and the hamster in it is on crack and acid and energy pills all at once. That's my brain nonstop.
Mine's just straight fire, bro.
Yeah, it's the ADDH double DD3 double DH.
I'm running on the hamster wheel right now. I'll be spamming chat in no time.
What's up with you though, Dave? Did you get? I heard something about a guitar.
Oh yeah, I got my new guitar, my little.
Oh yeah,
dude. Listen, last night I don't want nobody to mess with my guitar, so when I went to bed, I put it right next to me in bed, and I put a little pillow under it, so it'd be all nice and then when people would go in the room, I'd be like, "Don't be touching my guitar."
Kiss it
You can have
goodnight.
Yeah, you can have anything else in the house, just don't touch my guitar. So yeah, I've been playing it all day, man. My fingers tore up from the floor up, but it's amazing when you have a good piece of equipment how much better you can play. You know what I mean? I've been playing on a piece of garbage for so long. Just amazing to have a new piece of equipment. Oh, how's the weather, man? 79 again?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the average is 79 sunny year round, so that's I really don't know, but that's always my answer.
Bro, we got tornadoes flying through left and right all over the place.
And so you in D-Town, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, you in D-Town and you in Aloha?
Yeah.
79 and
I'm on
you got the same degrees as we is over here, Dave.
Where you at, Mo? I never.
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
I'm an hour and 20 minutes from Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got hit, didn't you?
Nick Johnson just did a video in Wisconsin.
Shoot. Just missed him.
I don't remember what part of Wisconsin he was in though, but only reason I brought it up is because Wisconsin's a big state. I mean, just like every state, you know. But let's see if I can find that.
You guys, if you want to check Mo Reese, his link is at the top.
Yep, I pinned it. It's what I was gonna ask you something because Mo, I don't think it was today, I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
Or within the past week, but you were talking about one of your videos is like at 1 million views or almost at 1 million views or something.
It's a short that I had made about the Three Stooges, about the Bidenomics. Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Is that the one? That's the one that I did that same exact video.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get like 1,000 views. But you know why? Because I didn't name it Bidenomics. It's all about title, man.
Mm-hmm.
I named it the banking system.
Okay.
But Bidenomics, I'm checking this out, right? So, dude, good for you though. That's awesome. 1 million. Dude,
I didn't expect that. It actually came like the video was uploaded like about 4 months ago, and all of a sudden it got hot later on. And all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa.
I had one that I uploaded in last November, and it only had like 100 views. It's a short, only had like 100 views, and then in the past 3 weeks, it's already at like a 1.5 thousand. But still, for like 6 months later, it went from 100 to 1.5. It's weird how that works. Like all of a sudden, people want to watch that, you know?
Yeah.
They let a little bit of content out.
Oh, the capital of Wisconsin. That's what it was. What is the capital of Wisconsin?
Madison.
It's cheap.
Madison, right there.
Madison is just like Berkeley. It's just like Champaign, Illinois. Bang.
Yeah, Illinois, man. I remember Chicago. I used to work in Chicago.
Okay.
25 years ago, but you remember, Dave, you remember Murray's, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is now O'Reilly's. But when they were Murray's and they were transitioning to O'Reilly's, I worked for the construction crew that went into the stores and basically turned them from Murray's to O'Reilly's, which is, it's still an auto store, but it was cool. Every Monday morning, a 4-hour drive from Detroit to Chicago, work half a day, get paid, work 3 days, full days, then work half day Friday and drive home.
Chicago's kind of like the new Detroit, man. It's like I'll be watching the news in the summer and be like 30 unalivings over one weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Sharon, good to see you.
Hey, Howard County, what's up? I wasn't looking at chat. Sorry. Howard County Observer. Aloha, brother. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you.
Aloha, brother. Aloha.
Hey, John Mosman.
John Mosman. Yeah, I was watching. Oh, Pablo just took off like a
centipede, man. One of them giant centipedes you got over there.
They're gonna say go Tigers and go Lions, man. I can't stand your Detroit teams, man. Sorry. I'm Chicago. I say go Sox and go Bears. Okay. Y'all see my tattoo? Go Bears.
Okay.
Go Bears. We'll die our Bears fan.
We got Mo Ditka in the house.
I'm a Bulls fan too. You see my Bulls right here.
Oh yeah.
And I'm Team White Sox.
Back in '92. Back in the '90s.
Oh yeah, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas.
Oh yeah,
those
were the days, man. They don't have sports like that anymore.
And you can put on the board. Yes, you know them.
Count Derpula, what's up?
Yeah, go Bears, bear down.
He said wildlife is saying thanks for free housing in Detroit and many other Great Lakes cities.
Mm-hmm. No, they didn't, John. No, they didn't. They didn't make a mistake. That was the biggest move ever. Caleb Williams. I like the new claw. Bear down.
Oh yeah. Bear down like you're taking a dump. They better pick it up.
I detoiled it. I detoiled it.
So right before I came in here, I was reading the news and Biden was on TV. Sorry if you like Biden, but he was talking about how he was literally.
I don't think anyone does.
He said he was the best president.
He said what?
He said he was the best president that there ever was. That he said he has the best economy that there's ever been.
Who said that?
Biden today.
Oh,
on the news.
Biden said that for real?
Yeah, like
he's old fuck.
He's out now. Like
it shit his pants the other day. Did you see that? When he was like standing there and he was like squatting his like he was taking a shit in his pants.
Oh, he wasn't, was he?
I'd be willing to bet money that.
Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm with you with the money. I bet money with you.
Where did I see that on? I just watched that. I don't remember. I just seen it a few days ago, but yeah, it was the video of it. And he's like, he walks like that, the old man walk, like, okay, don't fall. But then he like kind of stopped and he bent his knees, like squatted a little bit. And then the video I was watching, they had another one next to it of like a little kid that just stopped wearing a diaper and he squatted the same way.
Ooh.
And the dad in that video was like, what are you doing? Taking a shit? And he's like,
oh, hell no.
And then it was side-by-side picture. I think it was Flecker's Talks. That's what it was. So, yeah, I don't know. Biden was taking a shit, man.
Oh.
He don't know he's doing it. Just like he thinks
well, it depends.
President and the best, economy and all that shit.
He's probably got handlers for that. Like it's like NASCAR, when they pull and they change all the tires and all the stuff.
Yeah, but his handlers are doing a great job themselves, right?
Changing his batteries.
Well, they have the teleprompter. Just let him. But look what happened the last 19 times. Nah, he'll be fine this time.
Let him read when he's reading the cue cards and he's got it like right almost in front of his face and he still can't read it. The bird is yellow sometimes, and you're like, "What?"
He's off 4 more years. Pause.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Are we in Jamaica?" Oh, this is Wisconsin. We should get some cheese.
We get some cheese. He remember that old Huggies commercial. I'm a big kid now. The Huggies pull-up commercial.
Oh man. On a serious note, though, bro, we're in trouble if he gets back in.
He get back in. Guess what? You gonna see me on some petty shit for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be on YouTube to get banned after that.
Probably. Yeah.
If he gets back in, it's over. It's over. Completely over if he's back in, because we already know everything's rigged and the government's corrupt. But if he gets back in again,
you don't want that. We don't want that.
We're gonna try to buy cheese that used to be $2, it's gonna be like $15 to get a pack.
Right. You should. Happy Meal's gonna be like about $19.99.
Well, what cracks me up is when he does the the economy's better than die, and he's like, prices are only like 6% up. But that's because we're fixing, and it's like, well, 6%. Let me do the math here. I'm not a mathematician, but 3 years ago when I used to buy this specific product, it cost $10, and now it costs $22. That's a lot more than 6%, right? Like, what's up, Yankees?
Hey, Yankees.
What's up, Yankees? What's up,
Nancy Pelosi's pints of ice cream she gets delivered used to be $12 a pint. Now it's like 19. She don't care.
Right. Well, yeah, they don't care because here it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I only got 10, so here's 10. I owe you 10. Thanks. Hey, Mo, you owe me 20. Well, here's 10. I'll owe you 10. You owe me 20. Here's 10. I owe you 10. Here's the 10 I owe you. Here's the 10 I owe you. Here's the 10 I owe you. Good. Now we're all even. How about the 20 bucks?
You know,
that's about how it is.
That's how it is, my dudes. You know, it's a 10 I owe you. I owe you. I owe you. It's always I owe you. You know, if you look at this economy, it's always I owe you. I owe you. A-E-I-O-U. You. Sometimes why? Let me stop it.
So, Mo, what gave you the inspiration for your channel, bro?
I'll be right back.
What you say, bro?
What gave you the inspiration to start your channel?
The inspiration is I was I start off being petty on YouTube, which I have. I've done a winner circle video. I was doing some like petty stuff. I did a few petty stuff. I was in a restaurant with my shirt off, just doing some crazy stuff. Then I left it alone for like a year. Then my aunt told me, like, you're very controversial, I see on YouTube. You might as well start a YouTube channel. I said, well, I think I got my email, so I just started that. And she said this, you go ahead, start your own YouTube channel. And I did it. And I took off since then. But I started off like uploading videos. I started doing uploads like once a week, like 4-minute videos, maybe 3-minute videos. I started off like that. And one day the video just went viral when I did a video against Antifa, and just kind of blew up. It took off since then. I didn't expect it, but I started off just being petty.
Okay.
I started off being petty. I didn't think it was going to go nowhere. I was kind of bullshitting on YouTube. But if you want to go before YouTube, I was on Facebook doing live stream. That's before YouTube started doing live streams. And I was live streaming on Facebook. And what happened is people hated Trump, and I didn't care about voting no more. And so I intentionally put a video that was pro-Trump just to piss everybody off, and I wasn't even a Trump supporter. And people, I started getting these buku followers, and I wasn't even a Trump supporter yet. Like, what the hell? I wasn't even a Trump supporter. They started liking me. Like, all of a sudden, I got all these patriots follow me. All of a sudden, I got 100,000 followers. Like, what the hell? And that was it right there. And then I said, you know what? Let me see how Trump really is. So I started liking him for real. And I stood there. I wasn't even a Trump supporter in the beginning. I wasn't.
We all know he isn't perfect, but the option, I mean, there's like 30% I don't like, but the 70% far outweighs. Like when Biden came in, I think inflation was at 1.4%. In Biden's third month, we were up to 9%. I have no idea where we're at now. It's got to be like, what, 16, 17%?
Yeah, exactly. But when I first started like a Trump, look, I never liked him, right? But what really got me to vote for him it was a riot here in Milwaukee, over there on 35th and Sherman, over there around the area, not 35th, like a 40th Sherman, around my area. And then Trump said later on, I'll reach out to African Americans. That's about a week and a half before the election in 2015. And he said, African Americans, what the hell you got to lose? Your school's no good. You have no jobs. Why not try Trump? You live in poverty. I heard that. I said, you know what? You right, Trump. You damn right, Trump. And then I ain't voted for him after that.
Yeah,
what you got to lose? And he right. He said this. He said, I'm asking for every African American vote. What the hell you got to lose? Your school's no good. You have no job. You live in poverty. How many years a Democrat has failed you? What the hell you got to lose? When he said that, this is what I did.
Okay.
Yes. Trump 2016. That's what I said.
Yeah. Crazy thing for me is that I always hated Trump before he ran. And then when he was running, I was like, we kind of need a businessman in there because all these politicians are just fucking everything up.
Well, the rest of them are all lawyers.
Right?
I mean, think about that for a minute. Lawyers are running our country.
Exactly.
They know every law. They know every loophole.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to defend each other. They stick together. You ever notice that? Like, Democrats could be talking about something terrible, like the whole world's burning down, but they'll still stick together and vote together.
Yep. Yes, sir.
If we could get the other side to do the same thing, it'd be nice. But so what do you think about the border, man? It's wide open. You think that all these people coming over the border are going to be allowed to vote and possibly change the election result?
I think the people across the border, they got a good chance of voting. They will vote because that's the way it is. You're gonna have ID no more, but it's gonna take a miracle. It's gonna take all of us to stand up to get Trump back in office.
Like, you would think it's a slam dunk, right? That he's going to get in there, but there's that wild card of all the people flooding in.
Yes, it's them foreign migrants. They're going to be flooding in.
But it's hard to vote, though. They make you go through a lot to vote. I had to show all types of
Well, not in the South. Not over there by the border. Not over there by North Carolina. Yeah.
I mean, during COVID, you didn't have to have ID to vote, and you could wear a mask indoors and you didn't even have to see your face.
Dude, I just got this last week. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna look for it. Because what you just said, Dave. But go ahead. Where'd I put that?
Remember how COVID was? Oh, I love you, YouTube. Anyway, remember how that subject?
Yeah.
It was. Everybody had to stay at home. All this stuff. All of a sudden, everybody's out in the street, burning everything down, and then all of a sudden, it just went away. It was like, it's okay for that group. Don't worry, it won't affect that group. And I knew they were lying right there.
Yeah, but it's still like that. It's still like that, Dave. I just got this in the mail last week, and it says, I can't see shit, but
hey, good to see you, Angelique.
Good to see you,
Angelique. Aloha.
Aloha.
You are registered to vote by mail. Voters will be automatically sent a ballot at least 18 days prior to election day. Traditional election day polling places will not be available. So I don't even have an option to vote in person.
What?
Right
so
here,
what happens
man.
if we show up?
There's no
anyway.
Nothing's open. No one will be there.
Oh, what? You see?
Oh my God.
Yeah, right there, man. I just got it in the mail like not even a week ago.
Get the hell out of here.
That's Hawaii, man. Corrupt. They were. I read this like a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, they're like the most corrupt state out of all.
Good Lord. Lord help us.
I can't say where I work on here, but I'm going to tell you is I set up for elections where I work, and they come in, they bring the ballot boxes, I lock them up, I unlock them at the end of the night, they go home, I lock the building.
Yeah.
3 times in the last 3 elections, they have lost the tally sheet, I've seen one in the garbage. I mean, think about that. You lost an entire precinct's tally sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That means that everybody that voted in that box does not count. So if they were Republican, they're in the trash. And then they just tell you that so many turned out, and the other ones were either bad ballots or they couldn't accept them. You remember the hanging Chad, whatever that was with Al Gore?
Yeah, exactly.
Those ballots. But anyway, they discount those ballots and they threw like the tally sheets in the trash. And I'm like, man, isn't that illegal? I seen them cut the band off a ballot box after it was sealed and then put another tally sheet in and then relock it. I've seen all that with my own eyes. So I know, man, there's some shady crap going on.
Oh, yeah.
Shady.
I don't know if you remember in Detroit, we thought Trump won. We go to bed, right?
Yeah.
They're counting in this building down in Detroit. They're counting votes at like 3, 4 in the morning. People are trying to look in, and they're putting paper over the windows so the people can't see them counting.
Yes.
Yep. I seen
And then
that.
they taking their phones and taking down their videos, and I'm like, man, dude, who counts votes at 5 in the morning?
Amen. You did.
Where was that at? Where that lady had that suitcases or whatever, and she was like tucking them under and hiding them. Was that Detroit too, or was that?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember
Right,
all that.
has to be
Because I
right,
like the rest of America went to bed, but for me that was still like 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I was still paying attention, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then even the news channels weren't saying anything. So it's
you remember the van that they had a van that was transferring boxes of ballots in a freaking minivan? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Like, what the?
And then
you weren't allowed to talk about it, or you get shut down.
Like, damn.
You can't talk about it.
And then after 3 years, then they're like, yeah, well, it's already done and over with. Nothing you can do about it now. So, that's where the word conspiracy came up from one of the 3-letter agencies. They made up that word to make, it's that like, oh, conspiracy, you must be crazy.
So, like Trump or hate him, right? Do you not see nothing shady with what's going down with the vote counting?
Yeah.
Do we just not care? I mean, who cares if you like Trump or not? Our voting system, something's going on with it, man. It needs to be fixed. And think about the voting machines. They're made by a company called what? Dominion. Think about that for a minute. Dominion. Why do they name it that? Because they want.
Tell me why they named it that. Why would they name it? Oh, don't get me triggered. Don't get me triggered right now.
I'm trying.
Because we're a bunch of minions.
Are we the minions? Exactly.
Are we the minions,
man?
Oh, are we them yellow people with them goggles on?
Yep.
Is that us?
They want it to be us.
Do they want us to look stupid? Because the minions look stupid.
We're literally all slaves, man. We're working for the system.
So we all got monsters. We all got monsters over here.
Yep.
We all Kuta Kente's over here. We all Kissy
Yep.
Kente's.
We're
We
working
all
for the
Chicken George
machine.
over here. We all
We're
Nat
working
Turners over here. Don't get me started.
They do
Yep.
mock us, JM. They do mock us.
Don't get me started.
Minions of
I mean,
Tag. What's up,
they
Top
put it
Spin?
right in our face. They go, hey, we're Dominion. We have Dominion over you. We're going to name our ballot boxes Dominion. And then we're just going to shove it in your face. And you can't talk about it.
Good
and
Lord.
we're going to lock you in your house. And we're going to raise your prices.
Yes, exactly.
And we're going to tax you to death.
Exactly.
And what'll blow your mind is how many people here in Hawaii still wear a diaper on their face every day. I still see it every day, and I'm just like, really? Come on, man.
on.
Like, I'm just curious, like, what's going through your head?
Now I'm
Like,
getting
you know
myself.
that's old news. Like, everyone knows it's not doing anything for you. If anything, it's doing more damage. But Maybe that's what I should start doing. I should start doing videos where I go out on the street and talk to people that are wearing a mask and be like, why? Why? What are you doing? Why do you have a diaper on your face?
Hey, but if you look at this, right? Look at China about 15, 20 years ago. They was wearing diapers on their face back then too. Go look at it.
Yeah.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
Oh, I know, man. Have you ever seen a live video feed of China?
Yeah, that's 20 years ago. They was wearing diapers on their face.
The air's so dirty you can't even see down the street.
Yeah. So they knew about that. They knew about that V word, the vibe. You know what I'm talking about. I want to say word to flag.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, yeah, the smallest.
That makes me wonder because like it's real diverse here. Like, so it makes me wonder because there's a lot of Asian people here that, you know, if that's just always been like their culture, you know, like, hey, I've been wearing masks for 20 years. It has nothing to do with 2020.
No, it don't. Ooh, go ahead.
Well, if they actually worked, I wouldn't have minded wearing one. But I mean, I was a painter and I sanded drywall for years. I know those dust masks don't work because I come home with white crap all up my nose, and you have to wear the KN95, and you'll still have some white stuff up your nose. So I know they don't work.
I remember helping you with a job one night, long time ago. Me and Des. And yeah, there was a night when the cops showed up because I thought we were breaking in a house because we were working, but it was late at night.
Gonna get me arrested.
Yeah, we took those off, and you're still coughing, and you know all that shit's in your throat. It doesn't protect you.
Those
it's like a
good
vortex.
Paydays, man. You just reminded me of my good paydays.
Right,
12 hours make $1,500.
Yep.
No tax. Just
Oh
kidding.
yeah, those
I
really
pay
good.
tax sometimes.
Tax. What is that? Tax. What is that?
I don't know, but we
Never
pay
heard
like
of
4
it.
to 5 times.
Never heard of it. Next.
All right, so he started out his channel, became a Trump supporter. So now where are you at with your channel?
When I made my channel, I'm to a whole nother level. To a whole nother level, man. I just want to my channel's more like way diverse. It ain't just about being political on it. It's just like everything, man. I'm more hood. I'm more like just all over the place.
Just trying to speak some
I
truth.
can relate.
Right?
Yeah, I can relate with that.
Just trying to speak out. Just trying to speak out. You dig?
That's why I named myself Starved for Truth, man, because everywhere I looked,
yeah,
I see lies, man, and I think everybody just wants to know what the hell is really going on.
But still, my channel is still advocating as myself as a free speech advocate and a pro-life advocate. You know, I still speak upon the non-woke issues.
Okay.
I still speak upon it. I'm going to always be pro-life, but I speak upon this.
Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean because
I don't care about my body, my choice, and I speak upon it.
Yeah, when I started my channel, to be honest, it was political. But then I had a change of mind. I started seeing more truth.
Yes.
And then I'm like, I don't really want to be political, but I want to be free speech. I want to just be able to always say how I feel and to allow other people to say how they feel.
You
know, and that's what it should be about.
Exactly, my bro.
Ultra mega patriot for life. Aloha.
All right, so this is kind of
what up, Tim? That's my dude Tim in the house.
Go
Tim.
Check this one out here.
Tia Nanas. People that claim climate change is a hoax are just as ignorant as those who blame CO2 as the cause of global warming, when in fact it is an effect.
Okay, so my opinion on that is that there has always been climate change since the Earth began. We're on a globe that spins, it changes axis. Like Greenland was named Greenland, supposed to be green, right?
But it's right. It's the opposite of Iceland.
Right, Iceland's supposed to be ice, but it's green.
Yeah.
Things change. The animals adapt. So, are we making the world worse with cars than a volcano exploding?
Right. And well, speaking of that, what about everything electric vehicles and da da da? That's doing more damage.
Well, where do our batteries come from in these EVs that we're buying?
Exactly, from coal.
From the main polluter in the world, which is China.
Yeah, lithium.
Yeah, there is really, well, I'm sure there's a solution, but there's really no real solution right now.
Right.
They're so-called, they create the problem and then create the solution to try to be a hero. And
I was thinking about that the other day. You know, I tried to take some of those batteries back to the scrapyard, the recycling center, for some money. They won't take the batteries because they said they explode, they can ignite. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, is this China's plan? I'm not saying this is truth. This is all, you know, my opinion, but they're putting bombs all over America, basically. So these batteries are all over America and they're capable of blowing up or starting fires. So what triggers that in a battery? What's the trigger?
They got a switch.
A switch. Like I said, they got a switch.
Could they make it happen? I mean,
You said right in the background, goddamn it. Shit.
Buy a Tesla. Don't make a payment 1 month. They can turn that motherfucker off.
Oh yeah, they'll tell you use too much gas this month. So my son bought a new phone, and yesterday his phone was like 120 degrees and shut itself off because the battery was so hot.
mine did that a couple of weeks ago when I went live, or about a month ago. But yeah.
So I don't know, man. What's the answer? I don't know.
Here's,
But I don't think it's EVs.
Here's Mos Other Channels, guys. I was just scrolling through chat, but
oh yeah, check Mo
so, yeah,
out.
Mo's got a bunch of channels, but go to the one that's pinned at the top and all.
Yeah, that's
other
the channel.
channels.
Just that in my second channel. Those are the more backup replays and premieres.
Right. So all his other channels are right there in his main channel. So go to the one that we got pinned, and then you got access to all the other ones.
Whoops.
Whoops.
My finger just did it, man. I couldn't stop it.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
So sorry. Take it off. Take it off.
Oh, hell no.
Everybody check Mo out. Check him out. Pick a channel.
Neil, what's up, Neil? Garrett, emotional damage.
I got a concept for you to think about. What if, one thing real quick, what if
what? Come on. Get
everybody who got the thing to make them feel better, in air quotes, can be essentially activated by frequency?
Yep.
See, that frequency stuff's been going around everywhere, and some of it's crazy, but some of it makes good sense. Like,
Yeah, call me conspiracy theorist or whatever you want, but I believe that is 99.999% either already happening or very possible.
hey, Gratz, Ultra.
Is it happening?
Yeah, me and
right on.
friends have been talking about that. Like, it's coming back around. What movie was that in? You're like, here it comes. It's coming back around. Yeah, what's it called? Flirt. The initials for it is flirt.
Flirt.
Oh man, I can't
not
watch
sure
stuff
on that
like
one.
that. I'm married.
It's essentially another variant of Omicron, however you say that. Omicron, something.
That's like a Power Ranger, right? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey Kelly, what's up?
Dang, 26.5K right on, man.
Yeah,
That's
you
awesome,
just hit
man.
it. Nice job, brother. Oh, Heather Joy's here.
Oh yeah, I said hi earlier.
Good to see you.
All right.
She got her own emoji and everything.
Dang.
We're not having
Moving
fun
up.
over here, man. We just chilling, relaxing. We chillaxing over here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got serious for a minute, but
we're doing it backstage, but we're doing it live.
it's
So.
like a soapbox, you know. Once in a while, you just get
Yeah.
passionate about something, and
People telling me like, texting me like, you're on your best hair anymore because they know I'm rowdy on my live stream. So no, man, I'm a guest over here. I'm just being calm over here. I'm not like that on people's streams. I only do it. I only do it on my streams.
Mom,
that's my streams. My streams.
You know what I like?
Mom,
Steve, no, I'll get right on his stream too. I get right on your. I don't care. He don't care. I'm just
You're
chilling.
fun though. You can do whatever you want on my stream because
Right,
you're
I can
fun.
do whatever I want. I can cuss anybody out on my stream.
You're fun as shit, man. But you know what I love that you do on your stream? You just don't give a fuck because you're like, oh, all right, I'm taking your wrench. As a matter of fact, fuck that. I'm banning you. All right, that's done. And it's like, what?
I tap my mods
drop
and
people
all
left
that
and
shit.
right. That's awesome, though.
Mom's in the house.
Mom's in the house. You dig?
He says,
Oh,
"Pure
Mom.
bloods unite."
Wait,
Mom.
hold on. Oh, there you go. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. How you
Love
doing?
Mom. Aloha. I gotta
Aloha.
make it back to Michigan to visit Mom. I miss
You
Mom.
do. Yeah.
So Steve, I see you, man. You moved. You went to visit Hawaii. And you met your Hawaii chick, and you ain't came back since.
Nope.
That's gangster.
How can you afford to live with?
No, he met a Hawaii chick out there. That's how.
It's not easy, but it's definitely not cheap. But no, when,
Like $15.
Hey, he did it though. Hey, I ain't mad at you.
no, yeah. If I was
Hey,
making
you
the money I'm making now in Michigan, I would have a lot of money. But I live in Hawaii, so I'm just as broke as I was when I was in Michigan.
I mean, but you living it up. You living the dream, my dude. I'm gonna say my nigga, but my dude. I was trying to not keep it ghetto over here.
Nah, I love. Well, that's the funny thing too, because it's like you can take the boy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the boy, right?
Right. I see. So I called you.
If they're from Detroit, they know ghetto.
You ain't been black, but I said I called you my nigga.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it, man.
Believe it or not, all the young kids call it.
I was holding my breath not to say that word, but I can't help it. John looked at me like it's a bad time that he gonna be on his bed head with him.
No, but yeah, but Hawaii's become home. Like even if I didn't meet my wife, after being here this long, it's just like, yeah, I still want to go back to Michigan to visit, but only in the summertime because I hate the cold. That's one of the main reasons I left Michigan. I hate the cold.
Bro,
So
I would love to be sitting on a beach right now in Hawaii. I'll tell you that. I just
it's
quit my
nice.
job and live on the beach.
So happy Aloha Friday. What? It'll be Aloha Friday in about 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, for you guys. Still only 6:20 p.m. here. The sun's still up.
Oh, look at that, Steve.
What you drinking on Aloha?
Heineken.
Oh, Heineken.
Because I got the green screen. Oh, I miss you too, Mom. I love you, Mom. But I got the green screen, so you can't see it.
I know it's always disappearing beer.
Boo.
Like, where's the top?
It's my invisible drink.
Aloha Friday. What do you get, my little out of there?
And talk with Tiffany. Aloha. Shout out to Tiffany. Thank you. I checked my mail the other day, and thank you. You are awesome. Definitely check out Talk with Tiffany's. Go to her website. It's at the bottom of the screen. And I don't vouch for anyone unless I 100% vouch for them. So I vouch for Tiffany because I don't know if anyone here remembers, but a little over a year ago, I was having health issues with my feet and my ankles. And I couldn't walk. I couldn't work. Things got pretty bad. And I've been looking into like, how do I prevent that from happening again and coming back? And one of the home remedies that I found was just to keep from your knees down, to keep it lotion and, and with Tiffany's product, I have been using that. And before I started using her product, it would start coming back, but not like it did when it was real bad, but it would start coming back. And then once I started using Tiffany's product, I haven't missed a day of work yet. So thank you, Tiffany. And definitely check her out.
I didn't even know that was the Tiffany.
Yep. Yeah. Talk with Tiffany. Yep. Sorry, I keep turning my camera off, but I got a runny nose. I don't want to blow my nose on camera.
You should just do it on camera. It'd be more fun.
Yeah, do a bob.
Do it right against the screen. Ready?
Stick my nose right up in the camera.
Oh, and we missed it.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, Jam. Yeah, definitely check it out. I'm telling you, it's like I said, I don't vouch for anyone because you know how that goes. You vouch for someone. Like I've done this with work. Customer would be like, "Oh, do you got a drywall guy, or do you know an electrician, or do you know anything?" And I would know somebody, but I don't know them good enough to like know what their prices are, to know what their actual work is like. So I couldn't really vouch for it, but I'm like, yeah, I do know someone. So I'd give the number. Not even a couple of days later, they're like, dude, who's this guy you sent me? What the, and it's like, what? Now it's my fault, So ever since then, I don't vouch for anyone unless I'm 100% sure. Like, unless I know for a fact that I would call that person or use that person's product, or you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying about Tiffany. 100% solid, made in America.
Made in America.
You never know.
You dig?
Man, I forgot where we were. So you got that cream on your desk. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I got it right here. I got a couple of them.
Dang, John, 14 months. So
John,
if I wanted to get some of that cream, how would I go about doing that? On her website?
Go to www.tellodreamcream.com and get this. If you use the promo code Harloha, you can get up to 15% off.
Is that for all body parts?
Dude, check out the website. There's tons of stuff. There's stuff for you. There's stuff for men. There's stuff for your wife. There's stuff for your daughters.
All right. Like Lumi. Shout out to Lumi. We need a sponsor. Boop, boop.
And Bottle Keeper. Hey, Bottle Keeper. I've been using Bottle Keeper for like 6 years.
Heather Joy.
Oh, right on, Heather. Yeah.
Heather, you still using your bottle of water, your hydrogenated water?
Oh, it's in the garage. I am.
Yeah, I was wondering if Heather still. I still have yet to drink out of this thing because I keep forgetting about it, but it's still on my desk.
I don't know if Heather knows this because I don't know. Yeah, but when you, me, and your husband Steve and Dave did that live stream, Heather, I ordered a hydrogenated bottle for me and Dave. I had one sent to him, and I've been using it every day since. It's in the garage right now, so I can't just grab it and show you, but it's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The bottle lights up different colors. You when you turn it on, you can see bubbles coming up.
Bubbles going up.
Yeah, it's awesome. Basically, I think what is the whole purpose of the bottle is to put more oxygen into your bloodstream, basically.
Yeah,
help you feel better. Yeah.
And shout out to John too, brother. Thank you. 14 months. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
It's so good for you.
Are you gonna get my super chat, bro? I just sent a super chat. You can spell it.
No, I don't. No.
See
Just
one.
now? I didn't get it.
Damn, you do bullshit.
No, I don't. Only
It's been redirected to Biden's office.
I got the. No, the only one that's lit up is the John Mosman member for 14 months. You know, I've had that happen before. The two, I would send a super chat and then it says it went through, but it wouldn't go through or it wasn't showing. And then I restart and I'm like, what the hell? I paid for it, but I don't even know.
So Mo, what days and times? You said you're in Wisconsin, so you're on what, Eastern time?
Yeah, I'm on Central Time.
Central Time. Okay. Do you have certain nights of the week that you go live?
I go live almost every night.
Every night? Okay. I've seen you a few nights. I just haven't.
I rotate my channels. My first and my second channel, I rotate them.
Okay.
I also do my panels I do all my panels on my second channel.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier backstage, but I was saying that, yeah, I like when you do when you're at work or taking a break from the day or whatever, and you just go live for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Those are the best because it's just like, but you got to be able, like, it's not like a scheduled thing where like, hey, on Wednesday at this time, you know, Mo's gonna be in. It's just like, just pop up.
So how did you and Manoa Islander meet?
Oh, from Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Before I started doing YouTube, I was on my public figure page. He actually was my moderator on my public figure page on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Before that, he was always there, and I said, you know what? I reached out to him. I said, here's my number, man. Let's talk. That's it.
Nice.
Because he's always there, so I gave my number right away, and we started talking. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah, John's cool, Manoa. Well, I met him through your chat, so yeah.
Yeah, John, he's my co-host. Like when I get too drunk, he take over my channel at night. For
really?
4
hours, he takes over my channel, and he's my co-host.
He's just under you, Steve. Oh, actually, no, he's ahead of you a little bit. But he's got 3.7.
So,
so 0.71 now.
I may have seen Manoa before then and not even realize it was him, huh? Because he's been on your panel before?
Many times, all the time.
Oh, shit.
We got to start watching more Mo.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed.
He's always there.
No. Damn, Manoa, you should come up now.
If he wants to come up.
Yeah, Manoa. John, Manoa, if you want to come up, or can you forward? I don't want to put it in chat, but if you want to forward him the link, if he wants to come up, I don't know. Come up here now, damn it.
He said that he talked to you before on Mo's channel.
No, yeah, I remember. That's where I met Manoa. But yeah, I don't have like email or phone number or anything to. But yeah, Manoa, if you want to come up, let me know, man. That's crazy because I'm just wondering, like, if I've seen him before and didn't even realize, like, oh, I didn't even know that was you because I've talked to him all the time. Oh, okay, right on, brother.
They get to eat on him and Deborah. Shout out to Deborah. That's his wife, Deborah. Yeah, Deborah's my sister too.
Top spin for only $75 or 3 easy payments of $25. That reminds me of Mitch Hedberg when he's like, you know, they always say that 3 easy payments. Like, well, what if I wanted 2 easy payments and 1 very difficult payment?
Right. I want all really, really easy payments. So Mo, you said earlier that you've been doing this what, like 6 years?
Yeah, actually a little bit more.
And you started on Facebook.
Yep.
And so what pushed you to come to YouTube?
When I started getting flagged.
Oh.
I started getting flagged, and I couldn't go live, so I said, you know what? Let me just go on YouTube. I went on there was a smaller audience, and I told people I got flagged on Facebook, so they start coming over here. That's it.
Okay.
Because that just reminded me earlier. You were saying that was before YouTube even did lives, and I didn't even know that. When, like, how long ago was that? Because I mean, I've had a channel since 2011, but it never even dawned on me to start growing it until almost 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed that they always did lives, but I never knew that they didn't. So was it around 6 years ago that they started doing lives, or was it?
It was around. And John, what year was it went around? I think it was around 2016 when YouTube Live started. When they first started YouTube Live.
So
during that time, you had to have 10,000 subs to do live streams on YouTube.
Wow.
It was different back then. You had to have 10K subs to have.
Was it 10? Wow. Because when I started doing it, it was 1,000. It was 1,000, and then to get monetized, you had to have 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours or something like that. But
yeah,
it was tough. It was tough. Oh, we got my brother from Colorado.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go.
How's it going, brother?
What's up, man? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Been a hot minute, hasn't it? Good to see you, Dave. Good to see you, Mo.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, what's going on, Colorado? How you doing, Colorado?
That's why when I kept saying John, and then I'd say Manoa right after, because this is also John. So I'm like, I met this John in YouTube chats for like First Amendment auditing channels.
Yep.
Hey, there's, speaking of First Amendment auditing, there's DMA. Aloha, brother.
Hey, DMA.
Yeah.
William Grammar.
Yeah. In fact, that's I think DMA was one of the ones that we met through, and in that, and I used to do. I was kind of interested. I did some of that auditing stuff, and then I found that here that we. They were like, oh yeah, you can film. It's like, so I was like, and it was like, and I did that, and it was funny because it was like, okay, yeah, so it's, I was like, it's not the issue here that it is in other places. So,
right, that's my thing, because like, I wanted to do it too, but I'm I know my rights and I know everything, but that's why I don't even argue with anyone, because when I get passionate and in the moment, everything that I know goes right out the window, and I'm just like, and I just forget everything. So I just get myself, I'd end up behind in bars every time.
Right. Well, and it's kind of interesting to me because it's funny what niches you get into on YouTube. I find myself now, my big thing now, because when I got to meet Steve, it was like, I had gotten into, like it was going on like now, what, almost 2 years ago, I mean, it was like, there was a lot of stuff going on with Emmagassett Press and, like SNH Now, and I'd watch, Long Island Audits, and then I found DMA's channel, and I found other, and I'd watch those kinds of videos, and then I'll go, oh, I like this, but I don't like this, And so I was like, okay, I'm not into that. And I kind of walked away and said, no, I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to be associated with this stuff. I don't want to, and I'd switched out, and that's when I became the Oak Enclave, and then all of that. So, and now it's like, I'll just be me, and I'll just be like, how does it, Steve? It's your name. And it's like, and I'm like you guys, like there are things that are political, there are things that are religious, there are things that are spiritual, there are things that are, all over the gambit. And I think it makes it hard because obviously the algorithm likes it when you just talk about the same things.
Yes.
Right.
Makes it
Yeah.
easier for them to recommend your channel, and you know.
Exactly.
It's so true. But then I thought the same thing, because that's when I came to the decision, like, it's just I just want to be me.
Yep. And I don't care
You know?
about clout or money or any of that kind of stuff. And I like talking about stuff. And it's kind of funny how things work out, because you know, me meeting Mayhem through you, and that's in fact the first time I met Mayhem, I think he was in your, you know, he was always that guy that was like on the bottom of the corner, like driving this truck, you know. I was just like,
I didn't even know that. No shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because
And then
now
I
you
got-
guys do. I was watching earlier. You guys do a show together now. So yeah, that's cool.
And then of
That's
course we
hot.
connected over college football and
Yeah.
So what's your team, John?
My college football team is Michigan Wolverines, 100%.
Oh yeah, all right. You're Michigan man.
I love Michigan. Yeah, it's my.
Did you
it's
guys
my-
just become best friends?
my adopted state.
Oh
So.
man, you're my boy now.
That's why I say go Lions, go Tigers. I've got Lions decal. I got a Tigers. I do like the Texas Rangers because out of all the MLB teams last year that went woke, the Rangers didn't. They were the only team that didn't have like a Pride night. They didn't do any of that. They didn't have those people that were dressed up like going after, you know, that were like, you know, the Catholic cross-dresser type people. And I said, well, you know, God rewarded them for that because he gave them a World Series.
I'm saying.
But I grew up loving Noel and Ryan, you know, because, you know, in Colorado, you don't, you know, for baseball, you know, the Rockies didn't come to Colorado till I was 12. But so I used to love like Ricky Henderson in the A's. I used to love watching Ricky Henderson play. That guy that guy was so fast. I loved watching him play. And I found like with baseball, I love watching players more than teams. And then I would associate players with teams. And then my brother went to school in Michigan, and then he started becoming a fan of Michigan. And then that's when I became a fan of Michigan. And I've enjoyed it. I love rooting on Michigan, and last year was a great year for us.
Yeah, one hell of a team, I'll tell you that. I mean, amazing team. A lot of first round picks.
Oh, I know. I mean, it was great, and I was kind of bummed that Chicago didn't pick JJ, because, you know, JJ is an Illinois guy. He would have. To me, he is the guy that has the heart of Tim Tebow, but has like the ability, playmaking ability of someone like Joe Burrow or like Patrick Mahomes. And I think he's going to need a couple of years. He's not going to be right away. But I would have liked to see the Bears, because, you know, I like the Lions. There's some things I like about the Bears. You know, obviously Bears have a rich history. I used to grow up, love watching Peyton.
My tattoo, the Bears.
Walter Payton. I mean, he was amazing.
Fridge.
You know, and that's the reason why I also used to like the Lions too, because I used to love watching Barry Sanders. Because to me, my favorite position is always going to be running back. I've always loved running backs. And
so you liked Jerome Bettis then, huh?
Oh yeah, well yeah, except for he was on that team called Pittsburgh, and I'm not a big Pittsburgh.
Oh, bro, I didn't care.
Speaking of the Bears, real quick for Mo, because you got that tattoo on your hand, and I have my daughter's
the Bears tattoo on my hand. That Bears.
How long have you had that? And do you remember? Because I have a bunch of tattoos, but this one hurt the most. I don't know what it was like, because I know tattoos are different on every. Like when I got the one on my stomach, they're like, "Oh, it's gonna hurt," and it tickled. So the one on my hand hurt the most.
Hey, show them the one on your back above your rear end that says "exit only."
Yeah, top spin. Tom Brady did go to Michigan. He did. Yep.
I don't want to see that nigga ass.
It says "exit only" above it.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to seen. I would have liked to seen JJ go to the Bears, and I think he would have fit well there. And of all the games I've seen of Caleb Williams, I don't. He's going to be the future. He's going to be another future Pittsburgh Steeler. Just saying.
Oh shit! Get him out. Hey, Steve, get his ass out of here.
Coach Cowher was the man.
This guy, I don't know that guy. No,
yeah.
Get him out of here, man.
I'm just saying.
Man.
He's a minion.
Now I am triggered.
But But I do like the Bears more than I think the team I hate the most in the NFC North is probably going to be the Vikings. I do not like the Vikings. And he went to the Vikings.
I hate the Packers.
Oh, the Packers I don't like either.
I'm a Bear fan. I hate the Packers.
Yeah.
That's what my tattoo on my back says. No packing here.
Yeah.
No pack, no. I hate the Packers.
No pack, no.
Yeah. Legitimate
no pack, no. Dun, 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 dun. No pack, no.
I'm sure that's hard for you to say that. We're given the state you're living there.
Yeah, I can't stand them damn slackers, them Green Gay slackers.
You didn't like Brett Favre back in the day? Brett Favre was the man.
The Green Gay.
No, I did. I like. I can't stand Rodgers. Sharon, I call Sharon Rodgers.
Gay.
I cannot stand the Packers. I hate the Packers.
I love that he said the Green Gay.
Green Gay.
The Green Gay.
Green Gay Packers.
What?
Gay.
My second most hated team, sorry, is the Detroit Kitties. I can't stand them either.
You don't like the Detroit Lions, huh?
Nope.
You know, it's weird. I stopped paying attention to sports like 10 years ago. After I lived here for 5 years, I used to be really into hockey.
Well,
baseball.
you have to
Blackhawks, go Hawks.
You have to understand, like, I think, especially when it comes to like the Midwest region, when you're talking about places like Michigan and Wisconsin, during the winter and fall, it's so miserable and cold there that like the only thing to do is to drink beer and watch football and hockey and basketball. So it's
You're a Red Wings fan. You're a Red Wings fan.
I mean, I'm okay with the Red Wings, but obviously I like the Avs. I do root for them if they're not playing the Avs, but you know.
So did you see the Rangers game tonight?
Oh, I did. Yep.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Sure, Rich. Aloha.
I'm diehard Blackhawks. Go Hawks.
That's exactly why I stopped following sports because, like what
You're a
John
Chicago
was saying,
fan. I get it.
when I moved here, it's 79 and sunny year round. So like in Michigan, I knew like when winter was coming and it's like, oh, it's hockey season, and then it's so cold and miserable. You're doing that, and then here it's like, oh, is it hockey season? I had no idea. Or I mean, it's like that for even holidays. I'm like, oh, is it Christmas? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's what's insane with hockey is that you have teams like obviously Panthers have been good for a long time, but so like if you would have told me like there would have been like a Vegas hockey team, I just would have said, what? That just feels wrong.
It does feel wrong.
It feels wrong.
It feels wrong to me too, man. I hate that. I hate everything about that. And they stole the best, like half the best players from the whole NHL to make that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on, man.
For real.
But
winners.
I will say, I did watch that roast of Tom Brady that people are talking about in the chat, and that was pretty funny. Comedy. I think that is the final blow of woke when it comes to comedy. That special. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but it was like, yep, everything we've done the last few years, like the gatekeeping in comedy and all this stuff. Like, I mean, there was some insane stuff said in that roast, and I was like, that was pretty good. Did you guys watch that?
I heard that he got mad in part of it.
Well, he did say he did get upset, but I don't think Brady got like, he wasn't like, he was just like saying, hey man, don't do that. Because that was, I think, the one thing he told the guys that did the roast. He said, okay, the one thing there's two things you can joke anything about anything. Don't joke about Bob, and that tells you how much he still loves Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, where he's like, don't talk about the massage thing and don't talk about my kids. Other than that, everything else is fair game. He took it pretty well. He did take it pretty well. He took some good jokes. I mean, so,
yeah,
but
I don't know if I could do that. I probably couldn't take it. I'd probably be one of them guys that got mad for real, secretly mad. I wouldn't punch nobody. I'd just be mad. Like, is it over yet?
Like, ha, yeah, real funny moment.
And then I'll tell you what, man, Kim Kardashian, she took some pretty good jokes too. I mean,
wow.
So they made one of the references about talking about black guys who like celebrate in the end zone. Kim Kardashian's here. I'm like, whoa.
I feel good.
I was just like, wow, it was spicy. I mean, even like Brady, he had like a 9/11. I mean, it was like on the border. People were upset about that, and I think that's okay. I think, comedy is supposed to be at that fine line where it's either going to offend you completely,
yes,
or it's going to make you laugh, like it.
Yeah, it's gonna make you laugh. You dig? For real.
And if it's good comedy, it'll do both.
I love Sinbad. I mean, it's so hard to find a clean guy that actually can make you laugh.
Yeah,
he was the master.
Yeah.
Night started off hot with Jeff Ross making a joke about Patriots owner Robert Kraft and his infamous massages, and Tom setting the tone early. A lot of Tom Brady.
I thought they were going to show the actual jokes, but
yeah, some of it they're going to be careful of watching it, but it was kind of like because now I think even Tom Brady kind of I think it was Tom Brady that said something about like the ring, like like Bob, the only ring right now I think you got to worry about is the Ring doorbell camera or whatever.
No, he ain't getting another ring. He ain't getting another ring.
And I was like, wow, and then the one where he was talking about to Drew Bledsoe, he's like, yeah, 9/11, that was a terrible event, when two jets ran.
Hey, Drew Bledsoe on who made Tom Brady.
I know, he did.
Here's my look. I was doing fantasy football before the internet came. We sent a mail come to our house.
Back when you get the magazines,
the magazines and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about, my dude.
Yep.
And I'll sit there. We write the stuff down, and we have to mail it in ourselves.
Dave gifted 5 memberships, and he was gifted a membership himself. That's awesome.
Are you kidding me? They went to me? What the hell?
See, that's awesome, man. I've gifted memberships before, but I was always like, I wonder what happened if I got gifted one myself when I gifted it, and it's never happened. So that's cool.
We got to get some smelling salts from Mo back there. He looks like he's about to fall out.
He looks like he is about to fall asleep.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm just looking at the I'll look at the chat room right here.
How about that? I'm gonna match
I'm
Dave.
not gonna fall asleep. I'm actually looking at the chat room.
You're gonna match me? Ooh, let's go.
Did you see the one where who said it? I can't remember the guy that said it. Where he was like, Kevin Hart, the hardest working man in Hollywood. No, wait a minute, that's a producer at Nickelodeon. I was like, whoa.
Poor Wolverines.
I mean, oh man, it was insane. But it was good. I think it was good because it needed to be done, because so many of these comedians, have just been like, oh yeah, we can't joke about this, we can't joke about that, and it's just like,
all right, I put it back where I won't look like I'm falling asleep.
No, I'm just messing with you, bro. I was trying to get a rise out of you.
I'm good.
Here you go. These are actual jokes. Oop.
A gay Tom Brady.
You sometimes gotta your coach. You know who else that coach? Giselle. She that karate man. 8 karate class a day, and she's still a white belt. The only bruises she had were on her ass.
Do you know that every morning Kevin wakes up at 4 a.m. to make a movie? And I love your movies, or as I call them, short films. You have 7 rings. Well, 8 now that Giselle gave hers back. Tom also lost $30 million in crypto. Tom, how did you fall for that? I mean, even Gronk was like, me know that not real money. Like,
Bert Kreischer is the king. He looks like the Tiger King and the Liver King only ate Burger King and had a liver that looked like Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King.
An ex-athlete, high cheekbones, silky hair. You remind me too much of my stepdad now.
Kim was terrified to be here tonight. Not because of this, but because her kids are home with their dad.
Tom Brady.
That's the killer right there. I love that one.
But Tony killed at that. Kill Tony. He killed. I mean, that was...
Kill Tony. He's funny as shit, dude. Actually, who we had Tyler Morrison on a couple weeks ago, and he's open for Kill Tony, and
really
he's done shows with Kill Tony. Yeah,
that's cool.
And he just got done doing a show with Andrew Schultz last week.
Yeah, and Andrew Schultz was there. He had it pretty good.
Andrew's huge.
Yeah, Andrew had some pretty good stuff. at that roast. I mean, I thought they all did a good job. I mean, like they had like, because I mean, they were jokes. There were jokes. I mean, it was insane to see how many like gay jokes were like being used. And it's like, and we're at a point where it's like, okay, it's okay. We can all joke about each other. Like, okay, it's okay. It's like,
right. Well, that's what, like, when did it get to a point where like comedians, like the whole point of being a comedian is to cross that line, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then when did it get to a point where it's like, oh, you can't say that? Like, fuck, I can't.
You can't say that.
Well, I think to me, a lot of that, Steve, got started in 2014 when we started seeing what happened on colleges where, and you're seeing, I think the maximum of that now with all these protests, but where it's like, where you're coddling kids, right? And they're like, we need to have a safe space. And you're just like, okay, that's not realistic,
Bring your 16 support animals in the store, in the grocery
and
store.
it just like they would just like, and it's, and it got to a point where we just got to say, okay, well, that's insensitive. And it's like, we need to get to a point where like, we have to just be able to call things out for what they are. And people just like, well, we don't want to hear that. It's like, okay, well, you may not want to hear that, but college is especially a place where you're supposed to have a competition of ideas. Where you're supposed to be exposed to things you are not normally exposed to. And that's to challenge your worldviews and to help you be better at critical thinking. And it's
right.
And now we're at a point where you can't even say a joke because people are like, well, you're going to hurt my feelings. Well, if I have to confirm certain things, oh man, no.
Right. Like,
get used to it because the world's tough, man.
My poor feelings.
Yeah. And then speaking of those protests too, have you seen how like 90% of them don't even go to that college, and then the ones that are there, when they like interview them, they don't even know why they're there.
They're bussed in, dude.
A lot of them are bussed in. A lot of them are hired. They're all hired. And it's funny because when you start to see like they all are using the same brand of tent, and they're all they're all like color coordinated. They're all like they're wearing the same, like we know who's behind this. Right?
They all secretly have tramp stamps.
But yeah. But like, I mean, it's pretty obvious that this is a Soros back thing right now. I mean, this is a Soros back thing.
Speaking of that, my son works for U of M, and they had some protests outside today.
Oh, did they? I'm sure they did, because U of M is pretty liberal. So I mean, it's
been pretty good. They've been pretty good about cracking down, but today it was weird.
Yeah.
So I can't say what they did, but like all the groups that work there decided to wear their American flag shirts.
Right.
And then
it was so interesting when you saw that photo of all the frat guys protecting the American flag, and
I love that.
I mean, that was a huge thing right there, because it's kind of like, that says something. And it's like I'm all for people getting out there and having being able to just speak their voice. But like when you lay in the middle of the road, or when you are interfering with someone's ability to go about their business, whether it be to go to school, classes, go to work, go into their places of worship, like that's not a protest right there. That right there is civil. It's basically civil, chaos.
Your beliefs are not allowed to affect my personal life. I mean, stop me from going and making money and live my life.
But I feel like we're like in a situation where it's like you have to be hardcore one way or the other on this, and I'm like, no, this is not a hardcore issue one way or the other. But
well, making campgrounds and making demands of our government, that ain't gonna work. We all know how that ends.
Right. Yeah. But it's kind of funny because it's like, did you see that meme that came out with the gal that was like, she's on a hunger strike, and you could tell she's probably like in her 300 pounds, so she's got some reserves, like she's going to be there. She's going to be okay for a while, and then they had that thing too, where like, well, we need to have our food demands. I'm like, no. This is freedom. If you want to get you want to engage in freedom. Like what happened to the old hippies that used to like they chain themselves to a tree, and they realize like they would have to be arrested, and they're like, no, we're gonna protest. We've got to do our civil bit for democracy. Oh, but yes, also I like a macchiato from Starbucks, please. You know,
right? Yeah.
They had a couple people glue their hands to like some artwork the other day somewhere in one of those museums. They glued their hands to the art.
Yeah.
Like $1 million photograph or something.
That's the
Like,
stupidest shit in the world. Because you know what the funny thing about that art is an oil-based painting.
Yeah.
And so they're against the oil-based painting, and they're using glue, which is oil-based, to protest against the, you know.
well, not only that, but now
they're
gotta
also
pay.
where the oil and the petroleum is also used in the tennis shoes they're wearing and the iPhones that they're using. And
Exactly.
All of
But hey, I'm using a paper straw.
Yeah, exactly.
A paper straw.
You know, it's
Right.
like that's what it comes down to. It's like, you know, and talking about comedy, like Carlin was the one that nailed that one where he's like,
oh yeah,
I'm so sick and tired of these bourgeois liberals who are like, oh, the earth's got to be, they don't care about the earth. They want just a clean biking path, you know?
Why is all these fucking white liberals? Why is always the white liberals?
I know. Well, and
It is too.
can I ask you, Mo? I would imagine you would probably you would have an issue on this, but did you hear what Kathy Hochul said? That was insane. I think that is some of the most insane,
tell me, bro.
the insane racism. I've some of the most insane racist thing I've ever heard in my life. One of them, where she talked about how black kids don't know what a computer is.
What?
Really?
Yeah. She's like,
Come on, man.
she's like, and I was like, she's like, black kids
Bullshit.
don't know what a computer is. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure they do. Like, okay, if you want to make the joke or you want to make the claim that they don't have access,
I
to the
volunteered in black schools, and they knew, man, they're so smart with them motherfuckers. You'd be like, whoa.
But why can't these Democrats get away with saying these racist? I mean, like, it's like, well,
So
like,
that's
they,
why
just don't know
I'm-
they just don't know what a computer is. They don't know any better. They don't know that they, you know, it's just.
That's
it's
a
just,
good
oh,
point.
White liberals are the most
Yeah.
racist people on earth. I'm gonna always say this. White liberals are the most
You know
racist.
what? I agree with that. That's the best way to say it too. Democrats are the most racist people on earth. That's so true.
Well,
Because
they always have been. I mean, it's
who
never
else
is
than a
that.
white Democrat is going to be offended for someone that is not even their own race, and the person that they're offended for isn't offended?
Right.
What? Like,
Well,
how about if they're offended?
but
let
this
them
is
be
this is
offended.
like the whole rub of the whole thing, which is that what it is well we've got to ensure that these people, these black youths in Brooklyn don't know what computers are,
right?
But in the Bronx that don't know what computers are. We need to know. We need to make sure that they have an ability to have access DEI to a platform, and they be, you know. And again, you know, to me, nothing said. And let me just be honest. I think if you are a black person who is all for DEI, that's fine. But you can't deny the fact that, like, Karine Puryear, whatever her name is, Jackson, she is like a epitome of like why DEI is bad, because she clearly is not a qualified person for that job.
Mm-hmm.
She clearly got that job on the merits
For real.
of a box that she filled.
For real.
And what does she do? Is she giving you good representation for that community? No, she's making it, you know. But I mean, like, seriously, like, at what point do like people start kind of saying, okay, well, yeah, it's like we need to have act, and all it means to them, what they really mean is to say is this, and this is what the Democrats have been saying for a while, is what we need to do is we need to fight this war for black people. The reason why we got to do these because voting laws and voting ID is so racist, we have to fight this for them. Like, no. Let's not pretend this is about you're caring about that demographic or that community. This is about you knowing that it's going to be easier for you to have fraudulent elections, not because you're trying to help them. And it's just like, well, we got to help them. It's like, you know,
they only care about them every 4 years,
right? When they need them.
Have you noticed?
When they need the Democrat. And then again, what is it? What is the point? Like, we're told there's people that are like, well, these things of like what, all of it. And it's like, to me, like, I'm like, at what point, like, do you think that, like, okay, yeah, black people or black kids don't know what a computer, like, that just shows you how like warped in their head they are of like not understanding things. And you see it like all these videos. I've seen YouTube videos where like the guys like, where it's like usually the same thing, Mo. It's like these white liberal people on campus, and they're like, you're wearing like a sombrero or whatever. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's cultural appropriation. And then they ask like the Hispanic people and the Latino people, and they go, we don't care.
Like, exactly.
America, bro. Nobody cares.
The ones being offended for the other races, when the race themselves that are supposed to be offended are like, offended for what?
Yeah.
So
but that's the problem, is that they see, that's the whole reason why they want, and they continue to want to promote this culture, what they call black culture, which really I think is an absurd thing, because to me, what is white culture? What is black culture? Right.
Right.
Because now what you're saying is like what? George Floyd is the epitome of this. Not people who, like Ben Carson, who are like successful surgeons. We're not talking about people like Clarence Thomas, who's like on the Supreme Court. We're not talking about people, who, are. And I think this is the thing. It's like where you get like these people on The View, like, Whoopi, who's just like, and it's these rich liberals who are like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, they've got all these problems. He's got all these problems. And I'm like, wait a minute. At some point, we have to divorce this kind of concept that they do, which is like, well, this group of people and this, and it's like, at some point, like, and I think what you see with people like Candace Owens and the rise of people like Candace Owens is that you see people, and you're seeing it more and more, like with people like Ice Cube, because like, I mean, people don't like Ice Cube being like, and Cat Williams kind of coming out and kind of saying the truth, right, about like what has happened with like why they don't want to, why Hollywood has passed them over, because they didn't want to wear they don't want to be a black man wearing a dress,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of but they've created this culture, and it's kind of insane, where it's like, in order for us to like be this way, we have to be this way. And the only reason why they do it is because so they have this idea of, well, we're going to help. We'll be there to help you. We'll be there to help you. I think that's BS personally.
See,
they don't want to help you. They want to use you is what they want to do. And it's just,
yep.
Let's just be honest. They've never gotten over slavery.
What happens after you vote? Nothing.
Yeah.
That proves even more of my beliefs of what the stream I just had this past Saturday with JS Urban and Jalen about, does racism exist? And I still do not think it exists. Like, it exists in people's heads, but what racism actually is, I don't think it exists. It only exists because it's a made up thing that, like, everything we were just talking about, But like, do you really hate? Have you ever hated someone because you're like, oh, he's white, or he's Chinese, or he's Vietnamese, or he's Arabic?
There are people out there who do. I think there are people out there who do.
Let Mo respond, man.
Let Mo. Yeah.
No, white supremacy it's in people's heads, because they still will not let go of the past.
Mm-hmm.
They will not move forward. And I believe white supremacy don't exist, is only in people's head because of what people said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only in their heads. And look, as me and a black man, white supremacy is only in people's head. And I'm gonna say this. They can call me a sellout, Uncle Tom, or a coon, or a house nigga. I don't give a care. I said it.
Right.
I'll be the house nigga. I said it.
Well,
let me be black and be able to say that word, okay?
Yeah.
Right. No, you got a good point though, because and I think someone in chat said it too about it does it, but like what you said, like white supremacy. But I guess for me, I've never met an actual white supremacist. I've never met
Me neither.
someone that actually was like, oh, I can't stand them. And it's like, oh, do you know them? No. But
Right.
look, they're that, you know, ethnicity or whatever.
I'm gonna show y'all
Whatever,
something.
like,
Let me
it
show
just
y'all
blows my
something.
mind to think that
Let
I
me show
wouldn't.
y'all
I
something.
don't like people because they're assholes. You
Let me
know?
show y'all something. Look, I don't believe in white supremacy.
There you go.
You got a Confederate flag. I like it.
I'm a black guy that owns this flag, so
Yeah.
I don't care. This is my
Right.
flag.
Because you know true history. That's why.
I know the
Yeah.
history.
Right. Well, and this is the problem that we've had, because let's be honest, when we talk about racism, let's talk about it when we talk about it culturally, when we talk about it from what people say is systemic. Now, to me, I've never liked the word racism. Like, I don't like a lot of words because it's an inaccurate way of looking at things. To me, there's only one race. It's the human race. Now, are there people who have biases and definitely some type of like disparaging view about things, about other people who don't look like them? Absolutely. But that's kind of innate in any group. And I think if you take out the skin color aspect of it, if you took people who were who had a different, like, religion, or if there was a different that tribalism, you don't have to go far to find tribalism in human nature, and especially in places in America. But I think what has happened with this conversation is we have forgotten what caused a lot of the problems that we had, and it started with the Reconstruction era in American history. And what ended up happening is you were literally taking two cultures. In the case of the South, you were taking two cultures which existed exclusively, in the sense of that they had different positions, right? Which is why I think it's so, to a lot of people, like, it's like modern audiences and modern people, like the idea of like the gentlemanly Southern black chauffeur guy, like, hi, I'm Morgan Freeman, I'm driving Miss Daisy, like, why they would have a problem with that, because there are things that obviously evoke emotes, but the point of it is that happened because for a long time they were part of that service class. They were part of that, take out that other S word, they were part of that service class. And when you push that out and then you just force things, and like Abraham Lincoln said it, they didn't want black people up in the North. They didn't like it. None of them like it. We don't talk about the fact that one of the largest slave owners in South Carolina was black. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about, a lot of different things that come into those factors. So to me, what we see is that for whatever reason, and there was for a long time, going back all the way to biblical times, where slave labor was a form of economics. It was a form of economy. It was money. It was a source of property, and slaves were usually the biggest things of wealth. And we switched out of that. Obviously you had things like the mineral, you have the gold and the silver rushes. You start to have the oil, right? And all of these different things. So we were already kind of transforming, but what ended up happening was there were people that felt victimized in the South, especially the good old white boys, that felt victimized because why? You had an overreaching federal government that was mandating something to them and was trying to find a way to punish that. You know what I'm saying? And so it caused, and you can see why with everything that kind of stemmed from that, like with the Jim Crow laws and everything that kind of would come as a result. And the federal government's response throughout the entire time, I agree. I look back and I go, like, segregation's a terrible thing, which is why it's so funny and insane to me that people now are trying to promote segregatism again. Like, they're just, why? But one of the things I think, especially when it comes to like white supremacy, is that it is like conspiracy theorist. It's a DNC talking point that they used. They used that about the guy at Ruby Ridge, right? Well, there was nothing that we can tell that made him those things. At best, maybe you could say he was a separatist, okay? But like, let's be honest. There's a lot of people of a lot of different ethnicities that prefer to be in their own communities. Like, that's nothing new. But again, what did he do? He went to a gun fair. He went to a gun market. He bought a gun from a guy that was part of the area. And when we talk about the Aryan Brotherhood, we're not talking about just we're talking about the fact of the criminal group, you know, and they wanted him to turn state's evidence against him. We were told that. We were told that about Timothy McVeigh, but we know that Timothy McVeigh was approached by, and no one wants to talk about this. He was approached by Al Qaeda.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he was upset about what happened at Waco, but he was also he was radicalized when he was in the military by Islam.
Exactly.
And the FBI there was a guy in the FBI that came out and talked about it.
I agree with you.
I was gonna say I thought it was a 3-letter agency person that
Yeah, he had reports on it because they had been doing this for a while. They where you get disinfection, you know, you get people who, and I think the same thing with a lot of these things happens where when we have these societal changes, we have these things occur, the upheaval happens. And then what we are trying to do is we have an agency, we have a federal government, we have a group of people saying it's because of this. And they're not looking at the reality that it's a response to the fact that people feel economically deprived, you know, and all those things come into these factors and it becomes a problem. But I think we need to stop saying that, well, you can only be of this color, or you can only be of this orientation, or you can only be of this group if you vote Democrat. Like that is, and for anyone to fall for that kind of BS.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You said a lot.
I know.
Got a lot to unpack.
Oh, Hawk said, "Hey, aloha, Hawk. I seen you in there earlier, but he said I did a spot. Oh shit, it keeps going too quick. I did it on my show about it. A spot on my show about it. Yeah, Hawk's got some good streams.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's just, dude. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, or if I just used to always be dumb, and now all of a sudden I'm smart. Why, dude? This is like the third time.
What's good, Josh? How you doing, Josh?
Good to see you, Josh. Josh, good guy.
Yeah, that's my dude. That's my brother right there. That's my dude.
Oh, Gardner Josh. Hey, aloha, Gardner Josh. Dude, that's hilarious. Gardner Josh, no way. Because the person that was
I know.
This is the third time this person called me. Not today, first time today, but during a live stream. And he's a yard guy. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and that's why to me, on all this, whenever I hear the talking points and I hear those kinds of expressions like conspiracy, that's why I don't like that word conspiracy theorist. It's why I don't like supremacists, because these words are basically, they're like mind viruses. They're like basically meant to try to evoke something that isn't necessarily true, that is kind of ignoring other factors that cause these things. And it's a sad thing because we can't really talk about why things happen the way they do. We can't really get into it because it's going to break these narratives. And I think we need to get away from believing all these different narratives, you know.
But was Noah a conspiracy theorist?
No, like Noah from the Noah's Ark. You talking about? Like,
I thought he was.
Yeah. What he? No. They don't thought. Was he a conspiracy theorist?
I don't know.
According to them, was he one?
Yes.
Probably.
Ain't no property, man. You better look at the facts, Jack.
It was yes.
I'm ready.
I mean, there are people that didn't believe what he was saying for sure.
No. But think about the things. Noah was a conspiracy theorist, according to them.
Right.
They didn't believe that he was going that he built that ark. Things was not going to happen. They didn't believe that. So Noah was the original conspiracy theorist.
That's
okay.
Right.
I get you.
Yeah. So let's talk about this, man. Now go ahead. You want to talk about conspiracy theorists, brother? So let's talk about this, man. I'm calling you the original conspiracy theorist. Explain that. Explain it, Jack.
What do you mean? Explain why the word came about.
You said something about conspiracy theories.
Right.
But
I'm just saying it's
was a real conspiracy theorist.
Right.
He came and bring you the facts. We bring the facts. Now you deflect.
Right.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm just saying. We all know that it's a pejorative term.
No, go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying. Anyone that pays attention should know that it's a pejorative term. That's coined by people in the agency.
No. Okay.
No, I'm just saying that's where a lot of it came from, though. A lot of that kind of conversation, that kind of wording. Now, there's always been people who have always had truth, and people have always said they're whacked, and everybody that said that they were promoting.
But what Noah was a conspiracy theorist.
I guess I'm trying.
Yes, you know. See, you deflected.
No. I'm trying to understand the context of what you mean by it, because
no.
It's a very inflated word.
Conspiracy theorist. But what I'm saying, the original conspiracy theorist was Noah.
Okay.
Okay. When God told him, woo with this and woo with that, and no one believed him, and it happened. And people didn't believe Noah.
Everyone thought he was a nutball.
Yep. Right. Now you try to say these conspiracy there's a nutballs.
Say it one more time.
I read trying to say that the conspiracy there's a nutballs now.
No, I don't think that way.
No, you just said that.
No, I didn't. No, I said when people.
Go ahead, bro.
What I'm trying to say is that when people say, and when someone accuses you of being a conspiracy theorist, right? It's a pejorative term used in that term. The root of that term, where that came from, was people in the CIA who were discrediting people who had what we call I like to prepare an alternative truth.
You're right. You brought that right. I'm just saying. I was just trying to.
No. I don't. And that's why I don't like the word conspiracy theorist, because it's a.
Why not? Why we can't wear with a badge of honor? Noah wore with a badge of honor.
Well, because it wasn't a conspiracy. That's not what he knew the truth. That's.
Oh my God! You are deflecting.
No. See, that's the whole point. Conspiracy denotes some type of subjectivisms, denotes some type of moral ambiguism, which Noah didn't have, because he had the truth. He knew the truth. He believed in the truth.
It's like when they say I need new conspiracies because all my old ones are actually facts.
Y'all know I was coming for this, y'all. Everybody knows.
They made up the word conspiracy to say that people that are saying anything like, oh, you just call them a conspiracy.
Well, you make them a kook so nobody listens to them.
Right.
And it's always been. I will say this. I will tell you this. It's always been a age-old thing to discredit someone as crazy because they're saying something which has not been. Especially, and this is why I think in science this is terrible. What we have in the science field, which is this idea of, well, this is what the consensus says. Well, F consensus, because it doesn't matter. There's truth and there's not truth, and this idea that that's not what we thought for these many years. Like, well, okay, well, we also thought for a long time a lot of different things. So. But people have always been trying to make people who know truth off as crazy. I mean,
they're trying to cancel the truth.
Or they're trying to cancel the truth. Yep. Or they're running some type of psyop where they're trying to make these things.
You sound like a libertarian, bro. No offense. You sound.
No, I don't have. I mean, there's some things I like about.
I know. But I said what you sound like. You sound like a libertarian.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I understand what you sound like. I'm not labeling you. I just
no. That's okay.
So you are what are you, a libertarian or a right winger or?
Well, I have I have a wide variety of different ideological positions.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sound like a libertarian to me.
Okay.
That's what you do. I'm not down with you.
I'm not saying you are. That word doesn't offend me. I mean, I understand why it does.
You sound like you're a libertarian.
I agree with some of the things the libertarians say, but there's a lot of things I don't.
See,
agree
I
with.
knew you was libertarian. I knew this.
I'm not a libertarian. Now, I'm not a neocon, if that's what you ask. I'm not a neocon by no stretch of the imagination. Am I a neocon?
You are a libertarian. You work for the Libertarian Party.
No.
Look at this.
I've done more to officially work with the Republican Party than I ever have with any other party. So
Okay.
I've actually worked on Senate and congressional campaigns.
All right.
I feel good.
I think Mo, you and I are two ships passing in the night.
I'm just talking shit to you, bro.
I know.
You got me rolling over here, bro.
I'm not fazed by it because again, there's nothing.
Oh, you do get phased by it, but you won't. I can't trigger you.
Well, you could trigger me. But I doubt you would know the
So
exact thing
that
to trigger me. You don't probably know me well enough to trigger me.
No, I was talking shit, man. Everybody.
That's okay. No, I figured that's okay.
I'm like,
I'll be all right, man.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
I just have this
awesome Alice.
This
I actually like this guy, man. I want to one-on-one interview this guy. I like him.
I just have this tenacity for trying to be as specific and as accurate to what I'm saying and it's hard because again, with the way culture is, the way the language is, it's easy to like assume one thing or think one thing or to take one position, and it's not for me. So, I mean, I can tell you the people who inspired me. I mean, I'm definitely inspired by Russell Kirk. He was by no means a libertarian, but I also know that, I have limits with social conservatism, not because I don't value those things, but because I do not believe that the way to encourage people to live is by the force of government.
What do you think about Bernie
Sanders?
Yeah,
he's a commie.
Okay,
he's a socialist. He's a cancer. He's one of these guys that's been a career politician that's never contributed to anything, and
and still keeps getting rich.
Yeah, and he's a rich man. He's a rich man because he keeps on,
Yeah. He says all that shit, but then has like how many homes?
Oh yeah.
And awesome Alice, good to see you. Aloha, awesome Alice.
Oh, thanks, Topspin. Thanks, buddy.
I actually like this guy, man. I was just fucking with him.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
I knew he was the whole time.
Like I said, I figured you were too. Again, you could call me worse things. You can call me a Democrat.
John, man, that was so cool.
But you do sound like a libertarian. That's what I said.
What's that, buddy?
So you were great, man. You didn't fold under pressure. I was waiting.
You did. I looked at him like, uh-oh.
You didn't fall.
He stood with me, bro.
That was good. Oh,
now I trigger people all the time myself because I don't fall into one way or the other. So people don't fall. Steve knows this because he's friends with me on Facebook. But I say things that piss off a lot of different people and different.
Hey, bro, I want a one-on-one interview. Do I like you? I want a one-on-one.
Okay. So what kind of beer are you drinking there? I'm assuming that's beer.
It's called Bud Light Platinum.
Oh, okay.
It got 6.0 alcohol in it. I don't like light beer, but it's got a lot of alcohol in it.
Okay.
It's a good beer. It's a blue bottle. Check this
blue
out.
Bottle.
16% inflation on that bottle.
16%.
Compliments of Biden.
I'm just chilling, man. I'm gonna smoke me a cigarette.
I posted something on my Facebook. It was like, do you have any history of mental illness in your family? And it was Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. And he goes, yeah, I have an uncle who thinks that inflation began with Putin.
Right.
I actually like this guy, man. He's cool.
John's a good dude. John's definitely a good dude.
John's been around for a
He's a
while.
good dude, man. I like him, man. I was trying to fuck with him right here. He would not fold at all. Like, I was trying to trigger him. I guess you got tough skin.
He's oh yeah, John's definitely got tough skin.
Well,
He's very knowledgeable too on a lot.
And I was really trying to.
The thing is like you're not too far off because like if we were to like take the sphere of like politics, I tend to be more closer to the libertarian view than but I've actually ascribed myself more kind of in a lot of ways more of a Christian anarchist than I do a lot of other things. So
But I consider I'm a far right winger.
Okay. I'm down with that.
I'm far right. I'm alt right, whatever you want to call me.
Okay. So you love your country is what you're telling me.
I love my country.
Yeah.
I'm far right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Despite what these people say about nationalism, which they don't even understand what nationalism is.
I'm all right. I vote Republican no matter what. I'm far right. I stand with David Duke.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I just want to say
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I would watch with you and David Duke and
I want to see the spread of the face when I said that.
I can't believe he said that. I was like, what?
I'm telling you.
Everybody was shocked on the panel like I said that. Everybody know I'm bullshitting, but
Did he say Daisy Duke?
Daisy Duke.
But I would.
I'm down with that.
But I would interview him if he down for an interview.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he. Yeah.
I'll interview anybody. I don't give a fuck if you got your fucking KKK mask on. I'll interview you. I don't care.
That reminds me of the David Chappelle skit.
I wouldn't mind being paid to be called a nigga. I don't care. So
But you know what they say. You know what they say. Just because someone uses a word on you doesn't mean that. Who used to say this? It was William F. Buckley. He used to always say, "You label me as such, but you don't realize that that's a badge of honor." I love what he used to do. We need someone like. I mean, I don't know where, the good old time conservative people are anymore. I don't like any of the new neo hustlers.
They're all dying, bro. They're
Like
all
I'm telling you,
They is, bro. They is.
We're dying out.
The black white supremacist.
What is that?
That's what reminds me of that Dave Chappelle skit when he's like, and he asked him why he divorced his wife. Well, I'm not gonna say the rest, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Said the black white supremacist.
Did you ever, Steve? Did you ever see that?
Fights with himself.
Did you ever see that thing that Babylon Bee did, where it was like because all there was a lot of black people that were coming out with like doing the neo kind of like segregation and stuff like that. Like, oh, we should only have like movies where only black people go to that movie, no white people allowed, and black people, and they were like doing black people into this and like, and it's like, and then like they had a bunch of like good old KKK boys are like, wow, it took them 50 years to catch up with us,
We're gonna resegregate this place.
Paul Harvey was great. I would agree with you, Heather. He was pretty great.
Yep.
Yeah, Top Spin knows it.
So, black white supremacist is what you said, right? A black white. So
Or the other way you could say it is that Mo is a David Allan Coe fan.
Gets in the mirror and fights with himself on a daily. Coming from both sides. The GA election. Hit that up, bro.
Oh, that's great.
What's it say, Steve? I don't have my glasses.
Garrett it is and not more. MRSA either had to take a little bit more antibiotics just in case, but God is good. I'm still here. Thanks for asking, Karen. Did you see Georgia election? Admit,
I'm assuming she had some problem. But anyway, prayers out to you.
I like this dude, man. He's cool.
Yeah, he's good. I've known him for a while, a couple of years.
Man, I
At
like
least
this
a couple
dude for
years.
real.
He's actually when I don't know if you remember this day, but when I was still living in Detroit, I was living in those apartments over at where was it? Newburgh and Joy Road.
Oh yeah.
And my life was kind of shit at the time. I didn't have a job at the time, and I just packed up my I had a Mitsubishi. I don't remember it wasn't an Eclipse, it was a Galant. I had a Mitsubishi Galant. And I just packed up and I drove to Colorado where half my family is, where my cousin Tanya is. And
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. But that's where John lives. I'm not gonna say where, but that's where I went. That's where John lives. And then when we seen each other in a chat a couple years ago, he mentioned that city. I don't want to say it unless he says it, but I was like, dude, I lived there for a very short minute, a long time ago. So, and then we've just been talking ever since. So he's cool.
What city are you talking about?
Well, the city I moved to that you live in.
Well,
But
close to, adjacent.
I didn't say the name of the city.
We gave out your address while you were away.
Oh yeah, that's okay. And my credit card number is 57.
In my social, and
although
I'm not.
I don't hide. Like I don't. There's nothing. Like people can find me. They know where I'm at. They can find me if they really want to. So, question is, do you want to come to my door at 2:00 in the morning and meet 12 gauge shotgun?
Right.
No. Too old.
Because what I have shows up a lot quicker than 911 does. So
right. But it's crazy, Steve, that that you lived in this area, and then I meet another person through Mayhem, and he lives also in Colorado. He lives down by Cortez. It's like
right. Dude, that's what I never understood. That it's a small world thing, but I understand it now. It's like, damn, it is a small world.
It is. And that's what I was asking earlier if Dave had heard about Tina Peters with the Dominion machines.
I did not.
That was national news. What happened here, and then they made a documentary. And what's his name? The guy that was the campaign guy for the first Trump. What's his name that started the?
I'm real bad with names, bro. I'm just.
He was with. Chat will have to help. I know there's Garrett's probably gonna know it. That he was also at
Trump's campaign manager,
Breitbart. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Breitbart. What's his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Can't think of it.
He's always like on American News Now. I think whatever his thing is. And he was arrested. What's his name? Come on, guys. My brain's.
We're gonna have to Google this, man. We're on fire here.
Huh?
We're smoking. We got to look at it.
No.
Hawks got it. Is that it?
It's not Lewandowski. No.
It's not. Okay.
It's
I have no idea. Steve Bannon.
Bannon. There it is. There it is.
Okay. And then I
Steve
got
Bannon.
it.
Yep. Hawks. I knew you guys would have it. See.
John and Hawk got it at the same time.
Dude, I just went to Google to look it up, and the first search thing is brain worms.
Brain.
So now there's brain worms out there, guys.
But he did a documentary. But see, Tina Peters was the Mesa County clerk and recorder, and she saw things the Dominion machines that really were scaring the crap out of her. So she was like things that she couldn't jive with. And as a duly elected person that took that responsibility really highly, she realized, because she had asked questions because we were told things like, does the machines store information? And she was told no. And then she was told, does it download information? And they were told no, and she didn't. So they basically arrested her. They threw her out of the office. And I was at the trial stuff. I did cover some of this trial stuff, and I was at the end of my stint when I was West Colorado Citizen Press. Steve, that's when we first met.
Yep.
But but that was some interesting stuff. But but Steve Bannon had her on because she was on his show a couple of times, and then but if you Google Tina Peters, you'll know. And it was weird because, you know, the city that Steve was just talking about, even though Colorado is a blue state, like our county is like one of the reddest counties. And like for the first time that election cycle, like now the city has all Democrat city council. I mean, you know, now part of it is we get a high group of people coming from like places like Boulder, you know, in California, because they don't like what they screw up their little areas, and then they come to where you live, and then they go, well, you got to do what we did. Well, there's a reason why you left. There's a reason why you had a problem, you know. And it's like
they were all high.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Live in Colorado, you're high, right?
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
A lot of them are.
Mile High Stadium.
Get high.
The Mile High City.
Get high.
I love that line from Dumb and Dumber. That John Denver's full of shit.
We don't have that one. Steve, a little clip. Want to get high. How dare you?
Hey, those clips are hard to get, man.
We need more. I'm addicted.
Boulder is nice. No, not really.
Boulder on the shoulder.
It's a nice area. I mean, I'll say
Yeah.
like the mountains and if it's beautiful, but it's
Dude, when I went to where, where you're at, John,
yeah,
and I stopped on the way in Boulder, and it was wintertime too, so there was like a bunch of, and all I can say is there was a lot of beautiful women.
Oh yeah.
Wow. In Boulder?
Well, because it's like the ski resort and everything. Just,
oh snap!
Well, and they weren't there for skiing; they were there just to look good, and they still look good even though they're wearing all them clothes and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Wahoo, Wahoo. Yeah, Boulder. Well, Boulder in '79 is a different place than it is now. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, Lisa, Ronnie just went live 2 nights ago, I think.
How is Ronnie doing?
I think he's still not
He's
feeling
he
well,
was-
but it was on.
I know
there.
he's having some health issues, but hopefully he's doing. You know.
Yeah, he still has health issues, but he's, as of 2 days ago and up till now, he's doing good. But
Good. And
still
of course,
has,
him and Alice, they are in a competition for how many channels they can get nuked, right? Still.
Right.
like on what? Channel 72 or whatever?
5 or 6. Well, he's 198 years old, so he's had a lot of channels.
I know, because I've been busy singing. I love when he says singing.
Singing? Are you saying he's a hillbilly?
No, I just love the way he sings.
Oh,
hell no.
That was supposed to
hell
say hillbilly.
no.
It was
That was
supposed to
the
say
hillbilly
hillbilly,
one.
but it didn't work.
Hell no.
Hey y'all, I've been there for a couple of hours. I'm about to head on out of here, y'all.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks,
Right
Mo.
on.
Appreciate
Actually,
you,
I was
man.
gonna say I have a plumbing emergency call. That's why I'm kind of like distracted. But I'm going to work. That's on my job. That's when people are like, "What time do you work?" I'm like, "Oh, whenever."
Whenever you get a call in, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what time do you get off work? Whenever I get off, I don't know. Like I just got off work 2 hours ago, but now I'm going back to work. So, but no, yeah, I got to. And it's my yard guy. So shout out to Josh. I think it was Josh, right? Yeah.
Can we throw
Josh in
Mo
the
up
chat.
again?
Shout out to him. So, but yeah, and plus we usually do about 2 hours, and we're at 2:08.
Yeah, 208.
So,
Well, it's good.
huge shout out.
Thanks for having me on, Steve, and sending the link.
Well, no,
Hey, bro, I gotta get my
before you guys go, though, huge shout out to Mo. His link is pinned at the top. If you're not, I'm pretty sure everyone's already subscribed, but if you're not, go check it out. Huge shout out to John Mosman Productions for showing up. Check his channel out also, if one of my mods could drop the link. And before we go, we got to do final thoughts. We can't leave without final thoughts.
Okay.
We can't leave with Jerry final thoughts. You heard me?
Who's first?
Who's first?
We'll do our final thoughts over here, man. I got time for final thoughts.
Why don't Mo go first?
No, I go first. My final thought is everybody keep your motherfucking heads up because we need to rise up. We need to like really rise up. When I say rise up, we know who we are. And we have to show love, show gratitude to our country. Because this is our country. This is our land, damn it. Because if we lose our land, we're screwed. That's my final thought right here. If we lose our land, we're screwed. It will not be in America no more.
Absolutely.
And all I'm saying right here. That's not my whole final thoughts because I got a lot of stuff to say if y'all see me every day on my video, but that's my final thought. You did.
Right on, man. Right on. And I agree. I agree 100%.
You know? And I appreciate you, Steve, man, for having me on here, man. You rock. You always gonna be my brother. You got my number. You can text me, call me anytime, brethren.
Oh yeah, and I appreciate you for coming on, man. It's
absolutely, man. Been awesome.
And I'll be back on many times. So
appreciate you, Mo.
Right on, man.
Say good night to Kelly as well.
Yeah, Kelly. Much love, Kelly, too.
Much love, Kelly. I'm about to eat a pizza when everybody done. I got some pizza we ordered. So
ooh, snap.
Kelly's like my Nina. Everyone loves Nina more than me, and everyone loves Kelly more than you. But that's just life, right?
Well, that's
right here.
What about you, John?
Well, I guess for me, I just remember Libertarian Lives Matter too.
Good Lord. Get his ass out of here. Don't fuck with him.
Go D-Town Tigers. Go Lions. Go Michigan. Go Rangers. I love the Rangers as well. Texas Rangers, not the New York Rangers, because the New York Rangers I don't like. Just my final thought is always that whatever sometimes might seem to be the easiest thing to, low hanging fruit isn't always the best fruit. Sometimes it is good to mentally do exercises in your head and kind of think about things. And I wish we get to a point where we would start using more critical thinking skills because right now we're, like you said, we're about to lose the land, but we're also about to lose our language.
Yes.
We're also about to lose our culture. And I'm not talking about culture of what people would call Judeo-Christian. I'm talking about the culture that is innate in every American, which is the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of freedom, and the ability to make your decisions and be able to not be dictated to by the whims of somebody who wears Depends and craps in them every day. So, but other than that, that's all I gotta say. Steve, as always, thank you for having me on. I miss talking to you. It's because it's been it's either I've got something going on Thursdays or you got something going, and it's just like it's
right.
Right.
And and I also took a month, April off, so we kind of took like 3 weeks off, so it kind of was good to kind of just get recharged and everything. And I'm excited because tomorrow I'm going to go see the new Planet of the Apes movie. We'll see how that is.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, Dave, it's always good to. I can tell you and I have a lot of good stuff. Mo is always good. I love you throwing me for a loop there.
I love watching that. Oh man.
And remember, the Democrats are desperate. The people that are trying to do all this crap in the deep state are desperate.
Yes.
It's coming out. Just hold on. And in the words of Sam and Dave, hold on, because Trump's coming.
Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break.
Bend but don't break. Thanks.
No, thank you, John. Man, much love to you, man. And then Dave, what do you got? What do you got, Dave?
Oh, my final thoughts. We got to go out and fight the battle out there before it's in our backyard, because when it's in our backyard, it's going to be too late. If we sit around and just twiddle our thumbs and just be comfortable, it's going to come to us, whether we like it or not. So I think we need to stand up now. We got to stand up now and do it now. Quit talking about it and do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's how the, I don't know if you're allowed to say it, but that's how the Nazis took over Germany, right? They were just doing their job. Kind of seems like a lot of politicians, there are a lot of law enforcement are just doing their job. So, and that's when it ends up in your backyard. But like my good buddy, Big Chap, shout out to Big Chap. Always, or I read it on one of his memes, but there's more of us than there is them. So we gotta stand up. We gotta stand up. Take our, like Tyler Morrison said, take our fucking country back.
And remember, stormtroopers just had a job too. So
Right?
Yeah,
Just doing their job.
People in the Death Star just had a job.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that being said, my final words are, and I just went through this yesterday. You never know what someone's going through. I was going through some shit yesterday. You'll never know what it was. But I was in the car, and you look like hey, wait, I'll put them on how about Welcome to Hawaii?
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's cool. There
you go.
My favorite white boy.
There you go. I like that one right there. That's smooth.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Where is it at? Right
There
here.
he is! There's my favorite white boy!
I like that. Let me screenshot that. Hold on. Keep that up for a second. Let me screenshot that for a second.
Is that supposed to be Dave in the middle?
I can send it to you. Yeah, that's
It's
like
not,
that doesn't
buddy.
look like me, and that doesn't look like Dave.
I was gonna like he kind of looks more like a AI version of like Steve Zahn and what's the other guy that was in I'm trying to remember the name of that, but yeah,
It's scary.
Yeah,
It
I can
scares me,
send
bro,
you-
to look at it.
I can send you those pictures, Mo, if you want, because yeah, I got a few
Send
that
it to me, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
why doesn't Mo kind of looks? Mo's got kind of like
looks
a Cuba
great.
Gooding Jr. Look going on there.
I know that's what it is. I was looking at it like that's what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it.
I'm black.
It is. It's like,
He's blacker.
I'm triggered.
Triggered him.
You're triggered.
Bend but don't break.
but yeah, you guys, you never know what someone's going through. I was going through some shit yesterday, and I was driving and going to try to clear my mind, and someone went off on me, and thank God I bit my tongue and I didn't react. But if I would have reacted, it's only because I was going through some shit.
Yeah.
So you don't know what someone's going through. So just be kind to everyone. You know, think twice before, if you lose your shit on someone, like, is it really worth it? What are you going to get out of it? You know, be kind. And with that being said, have a beautiful morning, a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, a beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly,
Yes.
God bless. Oh my God.
I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing?
Oh,
Are we good?
It's gonna be real.
Your nationality is American. You were born in America. You're an American.
That's fact.
I guess right after high school, ended up joining the army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong.
Only because I feel like you need to be exposed more.
I have to highlight that one. Oh my lord.
And stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driving.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know.
I've learned a very important lesson. Just always keep your gerbil on a leash.
Like, fuck, do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck them.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Then this old lady walks in with like a walker, and I look at him and he goes, oh yeah, you're fucked.
You don't have to agree with it. Absolutely not. But you best defend their right to do it.
Again.
People like Pelosi are not going to get in the way because they all became multi-millionaires.
Did you ever get around to stomping on your Air Force Ones?
I don't like certain individuals. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are because they're so lazy they don't care.
They're all in on it. There was really nobody to like support us and defend us against these evil people inside.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
To have a place for everyone to go to where they can just forget about life for a little bit and have fun.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand.
Never attack or insult the other side of the debate.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
What you were calling him an idiot on was something that you just didn't agree on.
I'm really disappointed in you. I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. You know, take it easy. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never gonna please everyone. Not everyone's ever gonna like you.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly,